Welcome to the Divorcierge Divorce Tip of the Week. Last week I talked about the statement of net worth, which is the financial statement that most divorce professionals will present to you in your very first meeting and something you need to put together in order to help negotiate your financial settlement. This week I thought what I'd do is start to break down the different components of the statement of net worth to help you understand what they are and how to find the information. It's not all-encompassing, but I'm going to start this week with the sources of income. Now, there are some fairly obvious ones, like any wages that you or your spouse may have from an employer. Those are, easy to see. There's the cash in your bank accounts, checking account, savings account. There could be some minor interest. There could be some major interest. You may have a CD somewhere that you forgot about that's in your account, just rolling over and collecting money over time. So that's a source of income. You definitely want to take a look at the tax returns and see all the appendices and where there's different sources from there. If you invest in different financial instruments, there are dividends from stocks, there are capital gains from buying, and capital losses from sometimes. You definitely want to take a look at those as well. Some of the things that are kind of less obvious you may not be thinking about, royalties. Did you or your spouse write a book, make a movie, write a song that may be a commercial from years ago that continues to produce royalties, which is a source of income? Do you own a property that has rental income? Did you buy grandma an apartment and now it's being rented by somebody else, or grandma's paying rent to the on the apartment? If you're in any partnerships or your spouse is in any partnerships, there may be some income from that partnership. Retirement accounts. You want to look at IRAs, defined contribution plans, pension plans. There might be government pension plans, private pension plans. Previous employers. Were you or your spouse employed by several employers over the course of your marriage, where pensions are coming later, or some deferred compensation may be coming later? I know it's very common in the large financial institutions on Wall Street to have a deferred compensation plan where you're given a bonus at the beginning of the following year based on your performance the previous year, but you don't get all of that right away. They give it to you over time. They defer it over time, but it was earned during the course of your marriage, so technically by law you should be entitled to a portion of it in most states. Other things you should be thinking about, look at the little things, the little interest in the checking account, the little interest in the savings account. Those things will start to add up, particularly when you're really trying to split everything into two. The one other tip I'm going to give you this week is, and this is something that I will probably address further with someone who's more experienced in this, but you want to also look at the value of the different assets. And I'm going to talk about for just one example, which is when you're dividing up stocks and bonds. Sometimes someone will say, well, you take the IBM and I'll take the Apple. They're both technology stocks. And you want to just make sure that that's the case, that not all assets are created equal, even if they look that way. So you might say, well, you know what, why don't you take half the Apple and I'll take half the Apple, and you take half the IBM and I'll take half the IBM, because that way we both bear the same amount of risk. Or maybe you bought one stock at a very low price and the other one at a higher price, and if you were to go to sell it, there would be a much larger tax on one stock than the other. So every asset should be evaluated, and don't just assume that because both are stocks in Fortune 500 or Fortune 100 companies that they're equal. So look for the sources of income, but look a little deeper as to what's the real value of those. And I certainly encourage you to enlist the help of a financial professional, a certified financial planner, or a certified divorce financial analyst. If you need more information on how to find those professionals, you can definitely check out my website. I have a couple of them on there, but I can certainly help you understand what those different professions, how those different professionals can help you create your statement of net worth. I can be reached at thedivorcierge.com, Karen at thedivorcierge.com, and I do offer a half-hour free consultation if you're interested in learning a little bit more about me and how I can help you through your divorce. That's it for this week. I'll see you next week.